Alright, 8th grade. I've got a hat now. So, you guys asked for our update of what our next plot is at 11:30, so I'm going to move our daily nonsense over to 1:30. Cool? Now, with it being that this is our brand new situation, with this being a case for a new understanding of teaching and a new understanding of the way that we do things, I'm going to keep things up until 2 weeks from now. I'm going to keep things as consistent as I possibly can. So, we don't have school on Friday this week. We don't have school on Friday next week. We are getting and heading towards spring break, barreling towards it, arguably. So, here's what we need to do. 8th grade. You have one more job to do. One more job to do. That's a definite summative assessment for this third marking period. Now, granted, you have another one. You have your ongoing project, which is still due on April 3rd, even if we don't have school that day. Our standard project that we have been working on this entire time, which is, of course, our dystopian society. Now, do I want drawings and stuff? I'd love them. If you could do them on the computer, it'd be better. But I'm not sure if that's going to work. So, however you can. Now, if that means drawing something, taking a picture of it, and putting it into your slideshow or into your paper, perfectly fine. Now, our last thing that we're going to have to do that's not that project, and bear with me a little bit because I'm getting used to doing these videos again. The last thing that we have to do that's not that project is we are going to do a rewriting of the ending of The Giver. And I want to give you the opportunity to start writing The Giver anywhere from the last chapter. So the last chapter of The Giver I read on YouTube. It's up there for you. You have copies. You can also find a PDF pretty easily of The Giver. I would like us... What was that ending? Like, that's where I'm stuck. What was that ending? So, I would like us to create a new ending for this book. Things you have to do for that to get the best grade possible. 1. Use consistent, appropriate language. Precision of language is so important to that book. So important. We have to keep going with it. 2. You have to use correct dialogue. Writing dialogue is difficult, but not terribly difficult. And you need to do it correctly. That means creating a new paragraph every time you have someone talk. 3. You need to try to keep Lois Lowry's voice and the way that she writes. That's going to be your hardest bit. That's going to be the most difficult part of this. And the way that we're going to try to do that, or the way I'm going to ask you to try to do that, is to reread that last chapter. Reread moments of this novel the way that we've read them in class. See, specifically, what is going on with the way that she presents images. Does she show you the emotions first? Does she show you the color? Does she show you the idea that Jonas is having? If she doesn't, if she shows you the way that Asher reacts to a scene, and then he speaks, do that. When the father kills the twin during the release scene, we have short, simple sentences. These short and simple sentences are made so that way we can very easily understand how simple it was. That's how Lois Lowry does these things. She uses big, complex metaphors when people are scared. The twirling of the road going on. So, this is a 4-minute video already, but it outlines what you need to do. 1. Your Giver narrative has to be written. I am going to give you until Wednesday to do that. That is the reason why I'm giving you this video at 11:30 on Monday. So that means you have 2 days to write this whole ending chapter how many words? 750? You should probably be able to make that work. 2. Dystopian Society, still due April 3rd. That's next Friday, not the Friday coming up, not this Friday coming up, but the next one. In the event we do not do this right, everything goes wrong. So, those are 2 new things. I'm a cowboy. Get it? So, what's going next? You can do this. You can. Shakespeare with me teaching you Shakespeare from here is going to be very strange. We're going to try our best. If I need to get my girlfriend to help me do it, I will grab her to help me do it. I don't think it's going to happen. So, we can do this 8th grade. Let's go. Oh, God. No, wait. Hold on. Time out. One last thing. Whoever writes the top 2 of our giver essays, which means that the 2 best ones possible, I'm going to read them as though they're the actual giver on the YouTube series. So that way it's something to try to look forward to. If you want me to read your work, if you want me to do this, then you best create the best ending that you possibly can for the giver. Got it, guys? Got it.